comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Right back to the well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. Turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Motion from the wide receiver. Smith dropping to pass. They're setting up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Gilbert. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith wants to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, you get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the returner is stopped. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Finding open areas. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Running to Green. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
On the direct snap, it's Gilbert. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Smith dropping to pass. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
To the air on second down. Dances away to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Moving away from pressure. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Smith wants to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's taking a deep shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His